Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode here on the channel as we're back here for some more coaching carousel here in college football as Matt Marvel, of course, the offensive coordinator here with the Memphis Tigers, are going to be up their first challenge here in the college football playoffs this season as they're looking to try to get back to the of course, next round, of course, was the round they were last year round was the quarterfinal round. They could not survive the semifinal round last year. This year, we're in the first round. We have to take on Michigan in today's game. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Coaching Carousel with Matt Marvel here in College Football 25. As Matt Marvel and the Memphis Tigers are back here looking to, of course, see how they can take on a powerhouse like Michigan, who are currently ranked number 11 in the nation. Not a really good year for Michigan, as they ended the season 9-4, 7-2 in the Big Ten, and of course had some pretty good matchups here. They actually were able to defeat Ohio State there back in Week 14, 41-39. But they've been having some issues with USC, as they could not defeat USC in the normal league game, and of course the conference final they ended up losing that one in a big one, 42-17, and they're looking to try to get their hands on USC a third time. But in order to do that, they have to try to defeat us. As the last time, of course, these two teams went at it, 42-17, Michigan State lost their chance to win the Big Ten title. USC would go on and win, and of course they would take one of the top 4 spots in the college football playoffs. And of course we are looking to see what we can do. And of course we don't have much to lose here because we're not really expected. Last year wasn't really expected to be as deep as we went into the college football playoffs, and we're not really expected to do too much here, as we're kind of looking at this matchup here today as Michigan kind of getting their their warm-up game before they have to take on USC. But Coach Marvel says, nah, that's not going to be the case here. They're going to have to deal with us, as we're going to come out here and we're going to hit them right in the jaw and see how they're going to take it. As of course, Michigan could be overlooking us and thinking that, okay, well, we just got to get rid of this Memphis squad, and of course try to get ourselves back and another opportunity to get another third chance and another opportunity at USC in this college football playoffs. But like I said, this team, and of course Coach Marvel says that is not going to be the case here today, as they're going to go in here, they're going to conduct business and get this game won and move on to get themselves to the semifinal round to play USC in this college football playoffs. And that'll be a huge game there for them, and that's a lot to be taking on there, especially back-to-back games like that in a week's time. So we'll see how things will turn out here today. Hopefully everything will go our way here against Michigan. Hopefully we get lucky enough Michigan does overthink and of course doesn't they don't really look at us. They're looking past us more so than worry about taking on how they're going to play against USC, when they should be worried about us. So they are number 3 in the college football playoffs right now. Grant is their defensive tackle there. He's their power rusher, and of course he will try his best to plug up the line as best as he possibly can, as he has some pretty good ratings here. There you see his power moves as well as his run stopping ability are his best 2 assets there. Of course his power as well. But we'll definitely have to figure out ways to kind of run on him. We'll probably have to run the ball on the outsides, which we're kind of accustomed to anyway. But Grant will definitely be a person that will definitely try to get his way and try to manipulate the offensive line of ours as much as he possibly can. You got Hausman, who is there as well. He is their outside linebacker, and of course he will be getting licking his chops here to get to our halfback in the running game as well, as he has pretty good run stopping abilities there. And of course we're going to have to just do a good job of just trying to mix things up, kind of get him off tilter, and of course obviously keep the defense out there as long as we possibly can when it comes to our offense. Offense really needs to kind of slow the game down a little bit here, not too much, but just try to slow enough down here where we kind of wear them out, kind of eat up the possession, and of course run the ball with our QB. Of course, Witherspoon, this is a big game for him. This will be his first college football playoffs appearance, And of course, he's had a great successful year here as the freshman starting here. And we'll see if he can, of course, step up to the plate here today and take on some good players here. And especially like Etta here, who is a run stopper. And of course, he'll be looking to try to do some damage here against Michigan or against Memphis here today when it comes to that running game, especially with the quarterback. I don't know how often we're going to be running with Witherspoon, but I know that I want to try to utilize him as much as we can in the running game. We'll try to do some more read options with him. I really like that particular play called the QB blast, which just works perfectly for him. It's kind of delay. It's kind of like a draw play. It's a little bit of delay, and before you know it, he's already up the field. And linebackers really can't do too much. Really, they got to rely on their secondary there, the safeties and corners, to help them out. Of course, Derek Morris, their other run stopper there on the left-hand side. So they got a pretty good team that can do some damage to our guys there when it comes to the running game. But we're really hoping that we can just really pound the rock on these guys and just really brutalize them with the run here today as we get out here. Beautiful afternoon here for some football here in Memphis, as we'll see our Memphis Tigers, of course, ranked 6th in the nation, take off there with Smith as he'll try to get out of the backfield there for a couple of yards on the play. 2nd and 9 coming up, as we'll see a man in motion. That'll be, of course, Smith, as now Witherspoon here on the run. Witherspoon looking down the field here, throws this one up there. That is going to be caught, and that's going to be a nice first down for the Memphis Tigers as they get that one, I believe, to that was Harris on that play. We'll see now here on this 1st and 10 after that pass. We'll find a nice reception here for the tight end as Doyle will get there, and he'll get there on time as he gets the catch there, and he'll get enough there to, of course, move the chains for a 1st and 10. As we'll see a pass now, that's going to be a reception there off to the other side there to Harris as he'll get a few yards on the play. And of course, Bussy is over there as well. We'll try to get him involved in the game as we'll see a nice pass up the middle here to that tight end. And that was one of the things I was talking to Coach Marvel about, is the passing game. And he says that he's going to try to utilize the tight end as much as he possibly can here today, as the matchups between the tight ends and the linebackers here are tilted more so in his favor here today. We'll see if that'll be the case, as we'll see a handoff now to Smith. Smith's going to run this one here and almost gets himself into the end zone, as he will be stopped just short there at the, I would say about the 2.5, maybe, or 1.5 yard line. 1st and goal coming up is Michigan here trying to make the stop, and so far they have not really done a good job here of stopping them, except right there, as they're able to get them back to the line of scrimmage there on that play. 2nd and goal coming up here for Memphis, as we'll hand this one off to Connolly, and Connolly is going to find his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis Tigers, as the Tigers are on the board here, as they got, of course, home field advantage here. Surprisingly enough, you would think otherwise. Michigan, they're a powerhouse. They well known for football, but this year, with those 2 big losses they got against USC, both in the conference game and, of course, the conference championship game, it's really kind of hurt them, along with a couple other losses as well. They lost, I believe, a total of 4 games so far this season, 2 of them, of course, with USC. We'll see that it'll tie it up 7 apiece now as we get back on offense once again, as this will be our 2nd drive in this ball game. 3rd and 4 coming up. As you see, there's 3 wide to the left-hand side there. And, of course, the tight end on the right-hand side. We'll see what Witherspoon does to this one. And that one's going to get broken up, as that's just in line of sight of the lineman. They're going to go for it here on 4th and 4. They're going to take a chance here on this pass, as they will find Hawkins on the catch, as Hawkins will get the first down. So good job there, taking a risk there on 4th and 4, especially on this side of the field, that Michigan can easily got a field goal or a good chance of getting down the field here, and worst case scenario, get a field goal. But they're going to risk it for the biscuit here. So this is a pretty important game for themselves, and of course, an important game for for Michigan to try to get to USC here in the next week's game here. One of these 2 teams will be facing that particular squad. As we'll see a 2nd and 12 now coming up as we get stopped there. Loss of 2 on the play there from Smith. As Witherspoon now here. Hands off, and he's going to get this one back to Smith again as Smith gets to the 41. That'll be a 3rd and 6 coming up here. Of course, now we got a chance now to call something here, and this will probably be a passing situation here from Witherspoon. As Witherspoon, of course, he has his issues with interceptions, but not as bad as we thought we would be, especially a freshman starting off as the quarterback here this season. A nice job there of breaking that potential tackle from Doyle, as he will get to the 32-yard line. 1st and 10, new set of downs here as Witherspoon now gets himself out of the backfield here, going down the field, calls his own number, and he'll get a gain of 5 after all of that, as he'll see the ball now at the 26-yard line. 2nd and 5 coming up here for the Tigers, as it's still a tie ball game here late in the 1st quarter. As Witherspoon here again drops back in the pocket here, looks, he's going to find his receiver. That's going to be Banks. Banks does let a spin move there, and Banks trying to stretch out for that chance to get in the end zone there, but he's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. It'll be a 1st and goal coming up here for the Memphis Tigers, as they do a great job there on that play. Now trying to finish it off here and try to take a 1-possession lead. Let's see a run here. This ball's going to get in the end zone, and that is going to be a touchdown. Touchdown, Memphis Tigers, as they get in the end zone once again. As the Tigers are able to get another rushing touchdown here. As I believe this one is going to be Bodyfield there. Bodyford there. He'll get his rushing touchdown here. Nice run there from him. As the Memphis Tigers take a 2-1-possession lead. We get the ball here back quickly, actually, as the defense did a great job there, getting a quick 3 and out there on the Tigers, and got a nice opportunity here now to score some points. As we here go, pretty nice little short field. We'll see 3rd and 6 coming up. Pass there being thrown, and that will be a nice reception, but it's going to be stopping us well short of the 1st down as well. Not kick the field goal there before the end of the quarter, but it is the end of the quarter, 1st quarter, as we're up by 7 points now here as we get ready to kick a field goal and try to go up by 10 here in the start of the 2nd quarter. This is going to be a nice 35-yard kick here. We'll see what Lasco can do as we're looking to see if he can get some points on the board here for us. And this kick is up, and it is good, as the crowd likes what they're seeing here from Memphis, especially against a team like this. A 10-point lead is nice, but it'd be better if we can get, of course, try to extend it here. And of course, we were waiting on to see what our defense can do on the defensive side of things here. If they can make a stop here, then I think we'll be pretty comfortable. But unfortunately, that is not the case, as the Michigan squad gets up down the field here as they get 7 points of their own, making it now a 17-14 ball game. 3:11 left here in the 2nd quarter here. 3rd and 4 coming up, as we'll see a drop back here from Witherspoon. Throws this one up there, and that one's going to be broken away, broken up, as the defender gets there right on time there on the pass. Now Witherspoon here on this 1st and 10. As we'll see here, a new play here, as we did get a quick 3 and out there on their defense. This time now we're able to move the football here very well as we get this one down to their 30. So that quick 3 and out that we got from the defense helped us out here. And now, of course, moving the football that time around, that great play there from Witherspoon, getting that one to the receiver. Now we'll go back on the ground here with Smith, as Smith is able to get himself there for a nice 10-yard carry. It'll be a new set of downs here, as we 1st and 10, and give this one again to Smith as he'll run this up the middle here. And our line is actually doing a good job here against these defensive tackles. I thought we would have to run the ball outside a lot more, but we're actually doing a pretty good job here running this one inside. As of course the linebacker's right there, and of course there you see number 78, what we mentioned earlier. We'll have to, of course, make sure we get away from him as much as we can. We'll see. Of course, they're not. So far they're not being too aggressive, but in some ways they kind of are with the running game there. Passing game, not so much, as our line's really doing a pretty good job there of the pass rushing. 4th and 2 coming up. Ball on the 12-yard line. Kick is up, and this one is good, as that is going to be a nice 20. No. 30 or excuse me, a 39-yard kick there. That's going to be good. I had to do the math there for a bit, and that'll be a field goal there. It makes now 20-17 as they get a field goal of their own, and so they're trying to stay close range of us, no more than an arm's length here. As we'll see now, second and 8 coming up here, ball on their own 32. Handoff here to Smith, and the Tigers going to move the ball here. They're going to say they're going to get the first down, as they're able to move down the field there very well. 2-minute warning, of course, in the second quarter. Handoff to Smith. Smith's trying to break off the tackle, as he, of course, marched his way there to the 45. It'll be a 2nd and 6 coming up. A minute 45, or just under a minute 45 left here in the first half of the ball game, and so far we're looking pretty good compared to what I thought we would be at this point in the ball game. As we'll see, Witherspoon now runs us out of bounds, and that's going to be a nice hustle there for him as he gives himself up there at the 47-yard line. New set of downs here for the Tigers. Tigers looking to try to get down the field here and try to at least try to get a field goal before the half. Of course, a touchdown would be really nice for us, but we'll take what we can get. As we'll see a pass there being caught. Nice job there from Banks, as he'll get to the about the 38-yard line there for the first down, or 37-yard line, I should say, for the first down, or 2nd and 1. Pass now being completed there. That's going to be Banks, and Banks gets the catch and gets hit pretty good there, but he's able to hold on to the football there. Nice job, as he'll get a first down here. Timeout being called here by, I believe, the Memphis Tigers. Minute left here in the first half, as Witherspoon here drops back in the pocket, throws this one off to the right-hand side, finds the receiver. That's going to be caught there, but nice job there from Harris, as he gets another catch there for a first down. Again, doing a great job here, moving the chains. 1st and 10. Witherspoon here throws this one up there. That one's going to get broken up. Thank goodness that linebacker did not have any hands that time, as he's going to make that one incomplete. So we're trying to strike here hard as we're inside the 20, but I think it might take a little bit more of the running plays here to do so. As we'll see 2nd and 10 coming up, and fumble being there, but our lineman will pick it up, and that's going to push us all the way back now to the 26, or should say the 20, about the 26, 27-yard line. Third and 22 makes it now a 4th and 36, as we get sacked even again. And Michigan trying to keep this score close. As you see Mackey, a middle linebacker there, 5 tackles, a forced fumble from him today. He's pretty much our spotlight for the defensive side. That's what's been giving us. He's been the individual pretty much get us the decent field position here. And we'll see if he can keep that up on the defensive side of things. But yeah, for the most part here, Michigan doing a great job here keeping this game close. Of course, we're trying to pull away, but I think we might just have to continue playing the way we've been playing, and maybe somehow, some way, we can find a play here that can help us get down the field here and kind of finally kind of break away from them and kind of take this game and run with it. First down here, as we'll start off the half here with the football, as that'll be a 4-yard carry there for a nice 2nd down. 2nd down coming up as Witherspoon here drops back in the pocket, rolls out down the field here. He's looking for a block. Good job there. Excellent blocking there from our wide receiver and halfback, as that'll help us get to the 15-yard line for the first down. 1st and 10 coming up here for the Tigers, as Witherspoon again runs this one here, and he's taking some chances down the field here with his legs. Very impressive, very ballsy kid right there, especially against a powerhouse like this Michigan defense. Pass up the middle there, that's going to be caught, as that's going to be a nice reception there for the Tigers halfback there coming out of the backfield. We'll see now with Smith now here with the football here. Smith trying to get a little help there from his lineman, but they just cannot budge there, as he only gets maybe a yard on the play. We'll see what they can do here on this 2nd and goal coming up, and again Smith being denied, told no, as he has no chance getting in the end zone by the run. So now we have to try to see if we can probably go through the air here this time. 3rd and goal coming up here, ball at the 3-yard line. We'll see if Witherspoon, of course, wouldn't be surprised if he calls his number himself here. So we'll see a pass here. That ball gets tipped as he threw that one, and it's going to be incomplete. Now we'll just settle here for a field goal. As we'll get 3 more points here, making it now a 23-17 ball game. Again, this defense trying to keep this game close for their offense as much as they possibly can. They know how the Tigers can be at times. If they get a little room, a little bit of space for themselves to get down the field and make some plays and run with this. As we'll get now here a new set of downs here. We'll get the ball on their own 34-yard line after a nice job there from the defense, getting some good field position. As punt-wise, did an excellent job getting us there. As we'll now see here, still the same score, 23-17. As we'll see it now, a 3rd and 3 coming up. As Witherspoon here might want to take a shot here. I kind of see there is a little bit of a mismatch there, but we'll see if he can expose it. Pass there, going to be thrown. He's going to throw that one under coverage. I thought he was going to throw it deep, as there was a wide receiver there matched up with a corner there that looked like the wide receiver had a little bit of at that time it looked like he had a bit of upper hand on, but I guess Witherspoon didn't see it. Pass there, now going to be complete there. As we get the halfback involved in the passing game as well. Smith gets a catch for about 3 yards. 2nd and 7, as Witherspoon now rolls out to the right-hand side, looking down the field here, thinking about throwing this one here, but instead he's going to hold on to it. And, oh my goodness, I was kind of nervous there. I thought he was going to drop the football there. But he's able to hold on to it and get to the 11-yard line. It'll be a 3rd and 3 coming up here for the Tigers. As Witherspoon here rolls out, throws this one up there, that finds a receiver. And that'll be Banks. And Banks will, of course, be told no. That he will now have to settle here for 3 points as the special teams will come out, kick the field goal, and put themselves in position here now with a nice field goal. Makes it now 26-17 here at the 3rd quarter in this game, as the Tigers here trying to do their best to kind of get some separation here. Michigan able to kick a field goal of their own as they now make it a 6-point ball game. So a touchdown is going to come down to it here if possible. As, of course, we're trying to do our best here to get in the end zone on our own. That's what we kind of need right now to kind of put ourselves away from them. As we'll see another nice run here. 3rd and 5 coming up here. The ball their own 30-yard line. Looking to try to see if they can get this one here for a 1st down. Of course, keep the chains moving. As we'll see a pass here from Witherspoon. He'll find Banks. Banks going to take this one here as he crosses the 50. Gets to the 45 of the Michigan Wolverines. And that'll be a 1st and 10 here now. New set of downs here for the Tigers. Keeping the drive alive. Keeping the hope alive here. As the crowd trying to get behind the team. A lot of Michigan blue and gold maize, or should I say. Or, yeah, blue and maize, or whatever the color is for them. A lot of in the stands out here today. As they really do a good job here of traveling. We're supporting their team. We'll see now 3rd and 2 coming up here. Ball in the Wolverines 36-yard line, or I should say 35-yard line. Yeah, actually 38-yard line. Pass there, it's going to be complete. Nice catch, and that's going to again help them move the chains here once again. These nice, quick, simple, a little deep, nice little simple, small passes here that are really working out here for us. Been doing a big. It's pretty much game changer here. I see a pass there, and that's going to be by Bussey as he holds on to it. But he is going to be, I think they're going to say he's out of bounds. So 3rd and 5 now coming up. As we'll have an open backfield here for Witherspoon. So he's pretty much on his own here as he drops back here, fires this one there to Banks. Banks going to get the catch. He's going to get that one inside the 15 as they're going to mark him there at the 12 for the 1st. As Witherspoon here now finds his receiver. He'll actually find his halfback there on that catch on that little flat. And he's going to get him able to get there on time. And that's going to be a nice catch, and that's going to help him get the 1st down. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. As it's pretty close here in this one. And, of course, the stats don't show that. But score-wise, it's been a pretty close ball game. We'll see if our offense can get it into the end zone here. It's been a while since we've been in the end zone since the 1st half. We'll see an end zone, and that's going to be a rushing touchdown there for Banks, or excuse me, for Smith. As Smith able to get in the end zone. Touchdown. Memphis Tigers as the senior finds his way into the end zone. And that's going to help us get some separation now. Now we're just waiting for the defense to help us out here as they do so. So now we got a chance to really get things going. Let's see how this drive goes as we see our first down on the 36. Pass there being thrown, and it's going to be complete. We'll jump now to a 3rd and 6 coming up here. 32-20, here's your ball game. Memphis right now trying to see if they can try to take a 2-possession lead. As we'll see a pass there, that's going to be caught, and Banks going to get down the field here, trying to shimmy away from that defender, but he's going to be brought down there at the 44 of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a handoff there to Smith again, and Smith, nice run, as they're doing a great job here challenging that defensive tackle there up the middle there. See second and 1 coming up, and they're fighting there. He's trying to fight for the extra yardage there, and he is successful that time as he does get the first down. We'll see now here on their 31-yard line. Michigan here can't make the stop. As again, Smith does a great job there, using his size and his speed to get down the field here. Gets the first down. Connolly is in the backfield there now. 1st and 10 coming up of all the 21-yard line. Witherspoon here running here, looking for a block here. He's going to get a decent block, and he's going to get himself all the way down to the 15-yard line. Or I should say the 10-yard line there on that carry. You'll see now. Hand off to Smith. Smith gets down the field here. Smith stumbles way into the end zone. Touchdown for the Memphis Tigers as Smith finds another one here. Great run there for him as he is now well over 130, getting close to 130 yards for the day, I think. Nice run there for him as he, the senior, here trying to finish off his collegiate career as he's in the college football playoffs for the 2nd year in a row. And trying to see, of course, last year Anderson was here with us. Smith has played a role there, trying to help out the team as much as he could, coming off as a backup and making some pretty good runs of his own, but just not enough to get him over the hump there in the semifinal round. 2nd and 7 coming up. Play clock down to 2 as we'll see a run. Smith sees the big defensive tackle there trying to hunt him down, and he is able to get away from there for a bit. Now 3rd and 5 coming up as we're inside the 25. Hand off to Smith. Smith trying to run on the outside, which he should have stayed inside there. But we'll be forced to kick a field goal here. This will be a 45-yard kick. Wind course behind us here, so this should be a little helpful here. As Lasso here waiting to get this one scored up just right. And we'll see what they're going to do. 4th and 6. They're taking their time now. I guess he's trying to read how the wind is going right now. The wind's going about 11 miles per hour here. On the other hand, they might be just waiting to just milk some of this clock. And a bad kick there. I think he sliced it just a little too much. And Lasso, that's going to be incomplete. That's going to be a not good kick at all, as that kick goes wide left. And now defense have to come out here and make a quick stop here to get the ball back for the offense. Right now it's 39-20 here in this one. It's leads all right for now, but not too safe, especially against a Michigan squad. As we will get the ball back here, actually off of a turnover, so we do get good field position here. As we'll see, Smith here runs this one, as he'll get a few yards there. Gain of 3 on the play. 2nd and 7 coming up. As we'll see a handoff, and 7-8 just came in there exploding to the backfield there and grabs Smith before he can really get down the field. 3rd and 8 coming up, as we'll see now Smith takes a run here. Smith trying to get in the end zone as he's looking for his 3rd rushing touchdown of the day. We'll see what now they'll do here as they got Connolly out here. Connolly here makes a run. Connolly breaking a tackle or two before he is finally wrapped up there at the 8-yard line. That's going to be a 2nd and goal coming up as Smith is back out here once again. I think they were trying to finish this drive with a nice run. We'll see if they can do that. Smith runs this one here. Smith trying to bulldoze his way in there. And now with only a few ticks left here, they're trying to get the final play here as Michigan cannot do anything, and they are going to give up a touchdown as the Memphis Tigers come in here the last few seconds of the ball game. And not much they can do or say here as they're going to move on to the next round here. Michigan, on the other hand, they're going to have to wait until next year to take on USC. As Sutton Smith Puts the exclamation point here on this one. I see muscles way in there. Look at him. Keeps his legs moving there. And he's going to find himself going to the next round here with his fellow Tigers. As the Memphis Tigers win this one here, 45-20 is your ball game. As Memphis, Witherspoon was very smart holding on to the ball there. And of course, the defense did an excellent job there getting that ball back there quickly, as they did get a turnover of some sort. And that was pretty much helped us here in this one. As did a great job there running the football. Like I said, pound the rock there. That'll get us into some good things. As Michigan will come up short, as Michigan did not score anything in that fourth quarter. They had a tough time doing anything with that football there against our defense. And you know what? I'm not mad about that whatsoever. As we did an excellent job there pulling off a nice performance here against especially a top 5 school like them, or Power 5 school I should say, like them. And of course Michigan will of course be seeing if they can they'll have to try another route to get to USC I guess next season, as they were trying to go third time the charm there. But unfortunately, I think, like I said, I think they were more focused on what they could do to USC in the next week than worrying about today's game against us. And that's what I think pretty much did them in, as they were looking too far ahead and didn't see the team they were playing against ahead of them. And of course, we took advantage of that, doing a great job there of moving the football. And of course, defense was not playing around at all. They did a great job. They're only giving up 20 points in today's game. As you see Banks there, 10 catches, 132. Witherspoon also, of course, had an excellent day in today's game, as he was 26 of 33, 279 with no touchdowns there, but he 2 sacks. But yeah, for the most part, what he threw here today, he did a great job there. Didn't throw no interceptions either, which is nice. But the running game was very, very great for us. Smith, 38 carries, 149, 3 rushing touchdowns. Connolly, 2 carries for 6 yards and a touchdown, and Body Ford carry for 2 yards and a touchdown there from him. Receiving wise, like I said, Banks had a great, decent game there. Defensively, oh man, look at this. Israel, 7 tackles, 3 INTs, which I'm assuming that's what got us this nice field position there. Mackey, 7 tackles, a forced fumble, and 2 fumble recoveries. Nice. Again, defense just really did an excellent job there of helping us out there, taking the pressure off the freshmen, and really providing a chance here to score points there. And when we did, we got that field position there. We did a great job, even though we was wanting, put 6 on the board there. But hey, we took those 3s, and 3s they add up to at some point, and we did a great job there of playing a solid game here against a very tough, kind of in some ways kind of a weird. I was kind of expecting a little bit more from the Michigan defense there, but nonetheless, hey, we'll take it. And we'll of course now worry about the next round here, taking on the USC Trojans coming up in the next episode. But there you see the rest of the numbers there for Michigan, and like I said, we are now set to go here as we get to the quarterfinal round. Of course, last year we started our playoff run in the quarterfinal round. This year, not so much, even though we did win a conference championship. We kind of got snubbed, but there were some other good teams better than us, which I can't deny that. But that's fine when it comes down to it. As long as we made it to the playoffs, got our playoff win here. Now we just gotta go ahead and try to see if we can do the same thing again, and now shock and surprise USC coming up. And of course, that game will be of course, that's going to be a neutral site. But I believe it'll be I think it'll be at the Rose Bowl. So neutral side, but really and truly, you think about it, it's going to be in their favor. Yeah, Rose Bowl. It'll be more in the favor of USC, as they're going to be pretty much down the highway or down the street from their time there in LA. Of course, again, Rose Bowl's in Pasadena, so it's not far away. But nonetheless, we get the victory, and and we have to see what we can do against them. So Coach Marvel and the rest of the squad, the rest of the team will, of course, make a little quick powwow, figure out what they're going to do, look at some game film here against USC, and, of course, try to do their best to see how they do here in this Rose Bowl game. Should be a good one, as there you see, they're going to be facing one of the best teams in the nation so far this year, and I think this team, the way they've been playing, especially Witherspoon, this will be great exposure for him going into next season. And I think really, truly, more so, I mean, either way, win or lose, but I think so. If he can make a name for himself in this game, whew, he's going to be one of the top talked about players in college football next season, especially when it pertains to some awards. So we'll see how things go and shape up here coming up in the next episode. If you guys enjoyed today's episode, please leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe if you happen to be new, and of course hit that bell notification so you guys can be notified of this series or any other series here on ESGNet. Of course, definitely check out our Nebraska Cornhuskers Dynasty on College Football 26, as well as our Madden 26 series with the Baltimore Ravens coming up. That's on here as well. So thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for more here on the channel. As always, keep yourselves each other healthy, and I will see you guys next time.